Good morning, all of you. Is it audible? Audible, no? Hi, is it audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Why others no response?
Didn't hear it previously, ma'am. Now it's fine.
Okay, thank. So in the previous class, we have seen notch filters, right? And today's class, we will see the optimum notch filtering. And after that, some inverse filtering and then binary filtering. Then we will move to image registration. In that, we will see geometric transformation. In the next class, we will see surface-based methods and intensity-based methods. So the Fourier transform of the interference noise pattern, if we are taking, so if we are considering the noise as H, this is the noise. Then the Fourier transform of the noise can be taken as capital N is H into capital G. So the corresponding pattern in spatial domain, it will be, if we take the inverse Fourier transform of N, it is N, small n, and inverse Fourier transform of H and G. Okay, that is our noise here. And the F cap, that is the restored image, reconstructed image, will be G minus W into eta. Eta we have, and W is the weight here, and G is the original image. Okay, likewise, we can able to reconstruct the original. And the local variance can be computed for a F cap as like this. Sigma square is 1 by 2a plus 1, 2b plus 1. And the summation in this particular window, that is minus a to a and minus b to b. And F cap of x plus s, y plus t minus F cap. This is the mean value of x1. So F cap is the average value of F cap in the neighborhood. Okay, and we are considering only for this particular windows, and we will be moving. So if we take it further, so it will become like this. If we are substituting the F cap here, G minus W into N. Okay, so the equation will become like this. So here, if you want, what we have to do is we have to minimize the variance. So for minimizing the variance, we have to compute that dou sigma square with respect to dou W, that is, we have to perform the differentiation, and if we are making it equal to 0, we can minimize the variance. So then if we are solving this, okay, after taking the differentiation, so then the equation for W will be this. So now we got the W. So if we have G and N, we can compute W also. Then F cap can be constructed. So these are some images. So this is the satellite image of Florida and the Gulf of Mexico. So this is the spectrum A. So and this is the notch filter, which is superimposed on this B. And this is the inverse Fourier transform of the filtered image. And this is the result of the notch reset filter. And this is the image of Martian terrain by Mariner 6. Okay, and this is the Fourier transform of that with respect to periodic interference. When there is periodic interference, the Fourier transform will look like this. We already have discussed some examples related to that. And this is the Fourier transform. If we are not shifting, okay, shifting how we will perform -1, we have to multiply it with that. So if we are not shifting the Fourier transform of the image, then it will be looking like this. So figure 5.20. Okay, here it is shifted, but here if we are not shifting, it will be looking like this. And this is Fourier transform of the noise, and this is the corresponding noise interference pattern of. And this is the processed image once everything is computed. So that's what about optimum notch filtering. What you have to do, you need to find the weight function, that is W. So we have to minimize the variance. So for that purpose, we are differentiating with respect to W, and we are equating it to 0. Now coming to the linear position, ma, mute yourself, ma. So the input and output relationship, okay, we can express it as G is equal to H of F. So this is some transformation here. Okay, H of F plus eta. Okay, so if we are assuming that eta is 0, so that is that this noise is 0. Okay, then H is linear if H of A into F1 of xy plus b into f2 of xy equal to a into h of f1 plus b into h of f. This is nothing but simple linearity equation. So it is like, if I'm giving it as f of ax plus by will be a into f of x plus b into f of. That is when it will be satisfied. It is linear. That is f of ax has to be a into f of x. If this is satisfied, then this also will be satisfied. So the operator which is having the input-output relationship, G is H of F, will be said to be position invariant if this is satisfying this equation. That is H of F of X minus A. That is, this is some position variance it is happening. So whatever the position variance that is happening for A, so the same position has to be varied for G as well. So f of x minus a y minus b has to be g of x minus a y minus b. Then we call it as it is position invariant. Okay. And f of x comma y, it is nothing but minus infinite to plus infinite. F of alpha comma beta and delta of x minus a y minus beta d alpha and d beta. And g of x and g of x comma y will be, this is the equation, minus infinite to plus infinite f of alpha beta, and this is h of x comma alpha comma y comma beta d alpha d beta. So here h is nothing but capital H of del of x minus alpha minus y minus beta. So this one we are considering it as small h of x comma alpha comma y comma beta. Okay, what is G? G is nothing but when there is some transformation is happening on F. So when the transformation is happening F, it becomes G, and F of alpha comma beta, there is no correspondence here. So it will be the same, but here it will be very, so that is it. So if H is position invariant, okay, so H of delta x minus alpha y minus beta will be H of x minus alpha and y minus beta. Then our g x comma y, it will be f of alpha beta and h of x minus alpha y minus beta. So we are just substituting this here, d alpha d beta. So this expression is also called as the convolutional integral. Okay, so this is about linear and position invariant. If it is linear, it has to satisfy this equation. If it is position invariant, it has to satisfy this equation. So how to estimate the degradation function? We don't know what is the degradation. So we are assuming here there is some degradation. Okay. Everywhere we are assuming some degradation here. Whenever we take, so here when we are taking as the degradation. In the previous examples, we have taken the degradation as what is this? So the degradation we are considering for special filtering only eta. But for some other examples, we have taken noise is not only the degradation and some other degradation. It can be due to blurring also. We have taken, right? Those examples also. I think it is there. I think we have discussed it. Okay. So you can go through and you can check it. So how to estimate the degradation function? So we have three ways. First one is we can estimate by observing the image. Okay, if we observe the image, we will get to know whether it is any noise. If it is noise, what is, whether it is salt and pepper noise or it is due to blurring. Okay, that and all we can get it. Okay, by observation, we can estimate what is the degradation function, and we can estimate by doing the experimentation, and we can perform the estimation by modeling also. So we are going to discuss now by modeling. So this is so the estimation can be done. So here GS is the Fourier transform of the observed subimage. So here you have to understand this is the subimage, not the original image. So GS divided by F cap of S. So this is the constructed image. So these two are the Fourier transform, and H is the output. Okay, when we take the ratio between the GS and FS. So GS is the observed subimage and Fs cap is the constructed subimage, and H of u comma v, it can be taken as G of u comma v divided by a comma a. So this is for the subimage and this is for the whole image. So G is the Fourier transform of the reconstructed image and this is the capital. So G of u comma v, it is the Fourier transform of the observed image. Capital A, this is the constant which is describing the strength of the impulse. So the degradation model, which is proposed by Hufnagel and Stanley, it is based on the physical characteristics of atmospheric turbulence. So the model, if you see, it is like H of u comma v is e power minus k u square plus v square 5/6. So if the image components of motion in x and y directions, and if t is the duration of the exposure, then G can be taken as integral 0 to capital D f of x minus x naught t comma y minus y naught t and dt. And we can take the Fourier transform of this. It will be G of u comma v, and this f of x comma v, it can move outside, so it will be f of u comma v integral 0 to t, and this will be the e power minus the subpart. Okay, so if we take the equation of the Fourier transform, it will be my integral f of x into e power minus j 2 pi ux by m into dx. So the same thing we are doing here. Then h of u comma v, we are taking as this. So g of u comma v, now it can be written as f of u comma v multiplied with h of u comma v. And now our g will be hf, and if we want h, we can take g by f. So this is the degradation estimation by impulse. Okay, and this is the impulse light, and this is the imaged impulse. Okay, so these are the impulse variations, and this is when the turbulence is being verified. So when the turbulence is neglected, so this is the image, and the turbulence has been taken as 0.0025, and mild turbulence it is 0.001, and this is low turbulence 0.00025. So here you can see the variation. So if you are neglecting, the image is good, and if you are increasing, it is being reduced, and if it is the low turbulence, it is good. If there is high turbulence, the images are not good. Now, if we take that x naught of t is at by t and y naught of t is 0, then our h of u comma v will become t by pi ua sin pi ua into e power minus j pi ua. And if we consider the y naught of t not 0, if it is dt by t, then the degradation function will become as h is equal to t by pi ua plus vb sin of pi of ua plus vb e power minus j pi ua. So you have to substitute these values into this equation, then you'll get these values. Now coming to the inverse filtering. So here in inverse filtering, so f cap is computed as g by f h, because we have already seen it, right? Because we have already seen it. So here f cap is nothing but the processed image. So f cap is g by h, and g can be computed as h of hf plus n, because f is the original image, h is the degradation that has been happened, and capital N is the noise. So this was the actual degradation function. When we have started, we have discussed it, and then we have assumed that the only degradation it is happening is noise, and then we have solved everything. Okay, but actual there will be some degradation on F. Apart from that, the noise will also be get added. And now we have know how to calculate the degradation function H if F cap and G is available. Okay. And now F cap, if we solve further by substituting this G here, it will be F cap F of U comma V plus N by H. Okay. F is the original image, this is the noise, and this is the degradation. So these are the example images. If we are restoring 5.2 with the equation 5.7.1. Okay, so and this is the result of using full filter. This is for I think optimum notch filter or inverse filter. And this is the result with H cut off outside a radius of 40. And this is outside a radius of 70, and this is outside a radius of 8. I think this is for notch filters. And then the next filter that we are going to discuss is Wiener filter, that is mean square error filter. So here error we are considering it as capital F, expected value of F minus F cap whole square. So this is the error. So based on the conditions, the minimum of the error function will be given by the frequency domain by this expression. So that is F cap is equal to H star into SF divided by SF into mod H square plus Sn multiplied with G. Okay, if we solve it further, okay, H star, so SF, it is common here, so we can cancel it. H star by H of U comma V square plus Sn, and it will come in the denominator here. So Sn by SF multiplied with G of U comma V. Okay, so here still we can solve it further. Okay. We can multiply it with H of U comma V both ways. So now it will become 1 by H of U comma V, and this will become, because we are multiplying the original degradation function with the complex conjugate, then it will become mod H square divided with mod H square plus Sn by SF multiplied with H. So here H is the degradation function, H star is the complex conjugate of H, and mod H of U comma V square is H star multiplied with H, and Sn is the power spectrum of the noise, and SF is the power spectrum of the undegraded image, that is the original image. So we can calculate all. So this we can calculate, this we can identify, this we can identify, and if we know the degradation function, we can also compute the complex conjugate. So if we are substituting all, then we can reconstruct the F cap using this is Wiener filter. So if we take the comparison of inverse and Wiener, so this is the result of the full inverse filtering here. full inverse filtering, this one for inverse filtering, and this is radially limited inverse filtered result, and this is the Wiener filter result. You can see that Wiener filter is performing better compared to other. And here this is the noise. This is the noise which is corrupted with motion blur and additive noise. So blur is the degradation and noise is nothing but the additive noise that is being added. And this is the result of inverse filtering, and this is the result of Wiener filter. Okay, the same sequence. Okay, after the whenever what the filtering has been happened, it is with noise variance 1 order of magnitude less. So magnitude has been reduced. And G2I, okay, this is the result of inverse filtering on this, and this is the result of Wiener filtering on that. Okay, and here the magnitude has been increased. Okay. Now this is the result of inverse filtering, and this is the result of Wiener filtering. So that's what about degradation and noise models, no? And filterings, how we are going to eliminate the noise and how we are estimating the degradation function. And now we are moving to the geometric transformation. So if you see, we have different kinds of geometric transformation. Scaling, rotation, translation, resizing, all those we can have it as geometric transformation. So basically there will be two steps in geometric transformation. That is, first one is the spatial transformation, and then another one is gray level interpolation. So if it is spatial transformation, in the sense I have some value, pixel value x here. So by some transformation, I am modifying this x to y, which is some transformation of x. Okay, so this is the spatial transformation. So spatial transformation of the physical rearrangement of the pixels in the image. Then gray level interpolation, it is which assigns gray levels to the transformed image. Okay, so these two are the geometry steps in geometry transformation. So if we take spatial transformation, so the pixel coordinates xy will go under geometric transformation for producing the output image. So x prime will be some r of x comma y, and y prime is some s of x comma y. So r and s, it depends on the x and y value, and it also depends on what type of transformation they are going through. So if r of x comma y is x by 2 and s of x comma y is y by 2, so it is nothing but we are reducing the pixel value here. Okay, we are reducing the pixel value to half. So this transformation we can represent it as matrix equation as x prime y prime is 1 by 2 0 0 1 by 2 x y. Okay, so this is x prime, right? So we can take it as x prime is x by 2, y prime is y by 2. So this is nothing but 1 by 2x plus 0 into y. And this is 0 into x plus 1 by 2 y. So if we are representing it as vector, it will become 1 by 2 0 0 1 by 2 x y. So now if we solve it, it will become 1 by 2 x, correct? X prime, y prime. It will become x prime will become x by 2 and y prime will become 1 by 2. Okay, so this is how we will be having the transformation. And now this is the transformation. Okay. And if we take the rotation about the origin by an angle theta, it will be given by x prime y prime cos theta minus sin theta cos theta, and x. So this is the rotation transformation. And we have different kinds of transformations available. So now whatever transformation we have discussed, that is x prime equal to x by 2, y prime equal to y by 2. So this is called as some scaling that is being happened here. We call it as scaling transformation. So it can be some x prime is some sx, s1x, okay, and y prime equal to s2x, y prime s2. It can be s1x and s2y, or you can take it is sx and this is s1. X prime is sx x and y prime is s by y. So when this will be practically when it will happen, when I have an image here. Okay, so here I am trying to resize the image. So I am trying to upscale or downscale it. So then this kind of scaling transformations will be done. So the transformation matrix for translation, if you say it is sx0, 0, s1. That is for scaling. Then the next one is rotation. For rotation, the matrix we have seen is cos theta minus sin theta, cos theta. Okay. So how we will get it? So if we take some value here, so these are the coordinates, and here I have the pixel, and this pixel has been moved. Okay. Now it became some x prime, y prime. So previously it was some pi, now it becomes theta. Okay, so definitely there is some variation. Now if you see here a right angle will be formed. Okay, and if we take the radius here, if it is some r, okay, so now x will be r cos phi, correct? Y is equal to r sin phi, and x prime we will get as r cos theta plus phi, and y prime will be r sin theta plus phi, and this is in the form cos A plus B, this is in the form sin A plus B. If you substitute further, then you will get the equation as x prime is x cos theta minus y, y sin theta, and y prime is x sin theta plus y cos theta. Okay. And if you are writing this in the matrix form, then it will become x, y. And this is our rotated pixels, x prime, y prime. So x prime is x cos theta minus y sin theta. Y prime is x sin theta plus y cos theta. So this is the rotation matrix, and this is the scaling matrix. And now coming to the next transformation, that is translation. So what is translation? So I have some pixels here, which is x and y. So it has been moved. It has been translated to some other value. So then definitely the coordinates will be varied. So x plus sx, s plus y plus sy. Now it has become xs, x plus sx, y has become y plus sy. So this we can represent it as x prime, y prime. So now our x prime is x plus sx and y prime is y plus. So this also we can represent in a matrix form. So this is our xy and this is our x prime, y prime. So this is 1, correct? X plus will come by, right? Then it will become x power by 4. You tell me what will be the matrix for translation. You please solve it and tell me. This is scaling in translation in x direction, and if this is happening in translation in y direction. Okay. So if it is happening in x direction, it will be transformation matrix is 1 sx 0 0 x1. So if we solve it, it will come as x plus sx, and when we solve this, we will get y plus sy. So when transformation, either it will be in x direction or it in y direction. So when this is happening, it will become x plus sx and y plus sy, and x will remain same here. And similarly, here x plus sx comma, because it will remain same. Okay, this is what about the translation matrix. So now you have seen scaling, rotation, and then translation. Okay. Any doubts you have still now till this? So then the first one is we have discussed that first step is spatial transformation. So in spatial transformation, we have seen the sum of the transformation. And the next one is gray level interpolation. For interpolation, I think we have discussed in the previous modules. You can take the neighborhood interpolation, bilinear interpolation, and bicubic interpolation. So these and all you can consider. So why this geometric transformations we are learning is because we want to know image registration. We want to discuss about the image registration. So what is image registration? Registration is the determination of a geometrical transformation. So you have to see it clearly. It is determining geometrical transformation that aligns points in one view of an object with corresponding points in another view of that object or another object. So here one object is there here. Okay, we are able to see it in only one view. Okay, but there can be multiple views in order to see that particular object. So we have to map from this point to this point. So the alignment has to be there. So for aligning, if there is one pixel here, in another view, it can be another pixel, but I have to map it. So this is the pixel related to it. So for that mapping, we need some transformations. So that transformation is nothing but a geometric transformation. And registration is the process which will determine the transformation here, which is aligning the points in one view of the object with corresponding points view, with another view of the object. Or okay, so that is the image registration process. So we have already seen the geometrical transformations here. So definition of registration will be based on geometrical transformations, which are mapping of points from space X of one view to space Y of second. Okay. And in geometrical transformations, we have different kinds of transformations. It is rigid transformation, non-rigid transformations, then curve transformations, projective transformations. So all those will come. So rigid transformations are the geometrical transformations which will preserve the distances. And these transformations also preserve the straightness of the lines and all angles between the straight lines. Okay. And registration problems that are limited to rigid transformation are called rigid registration problems. Examples we can consider as translation and rotation because these properties will be satisfied there. Non-rigid transformation, we can consider it as scaling, and affine this and all we can discuss in the next class. Okay. Now, if you have any doubts, you please tell me up to whatever we have discussed today.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, where we need to submit the DA2?
this I think already we have discussed. No, you have to submit it in the drive link.
Ma'am, like that one folder is there, DA2 script there?
Yes, yes, ma, yes, ma.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, no, fine. Answer your attendance, ma, Pravalika. Jignesh,
Present, ma'am.
Pravalika.
Nishant,
Hello, ma'am.
ma, tell me.
Ma'am, Pravalika, present, ma'am.
Okay, miss. Dishant,
Present, ma'am.
Ayush,
Present, ma'am.
Malay Rai,
Present, ma'am.
Thakre Aryan Narendra, Anubhav Mishra,
Yes, ma'am.
Mohan, Lokesh,
Present, ma'am.
Rajesh,
Yes, ma'am.
Shivamanikyam,
Yes, ma'am.
Akash,
Yes, ma'am.
Harsh,
Present, ma'am.
Sai Saran, Anirudh,
Present, ma'am.
Alishma, Lakshman,
Yes, ma'am.
Dinesh,
Yes, ma'am.
Somesh,
Present, ma'am.
Sai Nitin,
Present, ma'am.
Roshan,
Present, ma'am.
Revant,
Present, ma'am.
Sai Raghavendra,
Present, ma'am.
Mohit,
Present, ma'am.
Abhinav,
Present, ma'am.
Vinu Kevin,
Yes, ma'am.
Gautam,
Present, ma'am.
Kunal,
Present, ma'am.
Saif,
Present, ma'am.
Abhishek, Manav,
Present, ma'am.
Anjali, Rajiv Krishna,
Present, ma'am.
Siddharth,
Present, ma'am.
Tanish, Vaibhav, Jebin,
Present, ma'am.
Sai Pritam,
Present, ma'am.
Varun,
Present, ma'am.
Karthik,
Present, ma'am.
Chandru,
Present, ma'am.
Kishore, Mayank,
Present, ma'am.
Pushkar Nath,
Present, ma'am.
Nidhi Verma,
Present, ma'am.
Dinesh, Abu Kalam,
Present, ma'am.
Anmol,
Present, ma'am.
Charu Anand,
Present, ma'am.
Karthik,
Present, ma'am.
Sanjay,
Present, ma'am.
Raghava Ratna,
Present, ma'am.
Anupama,
Present, ma'am.
Balaji,
Present, ma'am.
Isha Gupta,
Present, ma'am.
Priya,
Present, ma'am.
Priyadarshini Pradeep,
Present, ma'am.
Yashwant,
Present, ma'am.
Mithun,
Present, ma'am.
Abhishek.
Present, ma'am.
See the absentees.
Ma'am, 19 BC 1250 present, ma'am.
Welcome.
19 BC
Arya.
1250 present, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thakre Arya Narendra,
Yes, ma'am. Present.
Mohan, Sai Seren, Alishma, Anjali, Tanish, Vaibhav, Dinesh. Okay, ma'am, submitting
Ma'am,
that.
Dinesh sent in chat box.
Okay, ma'am, thank you. Anyone else told? No, right? Ma'am, if you
Ma'am,
have
for the
any
DA,
tell me, ma'am.
ma'am, for DA2, is there any like page limit? Like this is the number of pages we need to write like that?
Because it depends on the concept, so I can't restrict the page size.
Oh, and
You
ma'am,
want-
it is typed. Then also it is okay. No?
What, ma'am?
If it is typed, then also it is okay. No.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So, a
Thank
report
you.
kind of thing, ma'am.
What, ma'am?
It should be like a report or a document about the topic or something like that.
It should be like lecture notes. So if you are
Lecture.
preparing for seminar related to concept, if you are teaching some kids, how you are going to teach and how you prepare the lecture notes for that.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
it is like, if you have any doubts, you can stay. Otherwise, you can leave.